Hello, my name is Opal Singleton. I am the president and CEO of Million Kids. This is a Million Kids Insider Alert. In this case, we have breaking news. We are seeking additional information from you. We are asking anyone who might have received some pornographic information, especially over the past month, but any time in the past, from loweredforlife@yahoo.com or from a Sergeant Marc Goodwin at the San Bernardino Sheriff Department. This is sad, sad news. He has been arrested for child pornography. He is 43 years old and he is a sergeant at the San Bernardino Sheriff Office. He was arrested and charged with 16 felonies related to possession and publication of child pornography. He faces 1 count of possession or control of child pornography, 1 count of possession or control of sadomasochistic child pornography, and 14 counts of exhibiting or publishing material depicted child sexual content. According to the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office, he may be facing as much as 15 years in prison. We want to thank a website called Law and Crime and also the Los Angeles Times for giving us this information. According to LA Times, Sergeant Goodwin had an excellent track record prior to this arrest. During the last decade, he had investigated more than 12 of homicides in San Bernardino County, and prosecutors credit him with solving the 2015 Christmas Day killing of David Bustamante at the In-N-Out Burger in Hesperia. It's also Marc Goodwin who detailed the jurors about the evidence that led them to convict a former Marine of killing 2 women who were found dead at 29 Palms in March of 2017. So up till this point, he had an excellent track record. But the charges that are pending against him allege that he exhibited or published material depicting sexual content of at least 10 separate times. Now, I want you to look at this. There's a lot to be learned on this. He published, they believe, in 2012, then again in 2014, so a 2-year period in there. And then so far, not again until 2017. And now, just in the last couple of months, he is alleged that he published and exhibited again. The charges of possession of child pornography and possession of sadomasochistic child pornography are based on crimes that are committed in the last couple of months. And I want you to pay attention to this. This is June 8th through June 24th that they have evidence suggesting that. So this could go back as early as 2012, but what they're assuming is that there might be victims out there or others who know about this case that took place in the last couple of months. California law prohibits the possession, distribution, and production of any material, especially those of a person under the age of 18, that depicts that person engaging or in a stimulating sexual content. Sexual sadism, the intentional infliction of pain for purposes of sexual gratification or stimulation, and sexual masochism, as intentionally experiencing pain for purposes of sexual gratification or stimulation. That's the law talk. I want to cut the cord here and make this very clear. Child pornography is one of the most egregious crimes on earth. And we have to stop and pay attention, especially if there's sadomasochism involved in this. That means that child is being hurt in the most disgusting and despicable ways. An innocent child. These are not photographs. These are children who are being hurt and being photographed while they're being hurt. And then those photographs are then distributed out around the world in large-scale child pornography rings. So this is a serious allegation against this individual. I want to point out that we say these are alleged at this point because even Sergeant Marc Goodwin has the right to his day in court, as we all do. But I am very proud of the San Bernardino County Sheriff Department, Sheriff John McMahon. excellent individual. We worked together back and forth between Riverside and San Bernardino County in combating human trafficking. And I stand with him when he says, I find it extremely disappointing when a member of law enforcement acts in a manner that discredits the good work being done daily by our deputies. I'm going to tell you, I work with deputies in child sex crimes. They are the best of the best going after the worst of the worst. So when you have a situation like this, it just kind of really gets you in that gut. The fact that a sergeant has been arrested makes this a particularly egregious because they administer supervision of line staff, this says Sheriff John McMahon. So Goodwin is no longer employed, obviously, with the San Bernardino County Sheriff. But here's where I need you. Any information that you might have about loweredforlife.com or Sheriff Marc Goodwin, please reach out to the Fontana Police Department. They are looking to hear. These guys usually never have just one victim. And so let's come forward if you know of anything related to loweredforlife.com or something related to Marc Goodwin, Sergeant Marc Goodwin. Contact the Fontana Police Department on this particular case. As for Corporal Brad Guth, he leads the Internet Crimes Against Children. We had them on a radio show earlier this year. Just amazing resource here in the Inland Empire to keep our kids safe. And I'm proud to know Corporal Brad Guth. If you know any information, be sure and come forward. His number is 909-350-7723. 909-350-7723. His email, bguth, BGUITH @fontana.org. If you know of any child in any other case that you want to report, you can report them at either of these two hotlines, and you can report anonymously, whether it's sex trafficking, sextortion, social media exploitation, or child pornography, or even labor trafficking. You can report that and report it anonymously at that number. Again, if you have received any pornographic materials from something called loweredforlife.com, or an individual by the name of Sergeant or individual named Marc Goodwin, please come forward, contact the Fontana Police Department, ask for Corporal Brad Guth. I hope that you'll follow us on AM 590. We have a radio show every Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock on AM 590. If you're out of the Inland Empire, you can get it live at am590theanswer.com. This has been a Million Kids Insider Alert. We are distributing right now to the general public, but in the future, you will need to subscribe. There is no charge. Just go to Million Kids and sign up for those insider alerts. If you want to support our work financially and with your prayers, we would greatly appreciate that. And if you want to contact me, I am not 911. I carry a heavy schedule, so sometimes a little hard to reach, but send me an email at opal@millionkids.org. Well, until the next time with Million Kids Insider Alert, give your kids a hug, tell your spouse you love them and you're proud of them, and we'll see you next time on Insider Alert.